I am 48 years old. I'll be 49 in March. And I think a lot about getting older and what's good about it, what's hard about it. One thing that I think is good about it is I'm valuing things more. And another thing that's interesting is just noticing how long certain people have been in my life. For instance, yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine, and after we got off the phone, I was thinking about when I met him. And when I met him, I was 23, which is 25 years ago, which is more than half my life. And that's amazing to me. And it feels like just in the last 2 or 3 years, I've started to appreciate the fact that there are people in my life who have known me for 30 years, almost 40 years. And I might not have been close with those people back when we were in school together, but just the fact that there's someone who exists who's known me since I was 14 or 15 is pretty cool. So I've also felt just over the past couple of years like the falling away of, fear, resentment, things that might have kept me from connecting or reconnecting with people from my past. And at this stage, it really doesn't matter how someone I went to high school with felt about me back then or how I felt about them. Like, what's really important is just that we went to school together. We have that shared past, and everything else is water under the bridge. Now, maybe other people don't feel that way, but I find myself feeling this way. And as I think about people from my past, I would be, willing to sit in a room with pretty much any of them and just have a beer or have a discussion, just kind of find out how they're doing. Thankfully, with technology, Facebook, what have you, it's more possible than ever to reconnect with people. So it's very interesting. Also, with this friend that I was talking to yesterday, we ended up talking about a friend of his who is actually quite well known in certain circles. They're a very accomplished athlete, and we ended up talking about that person whom I had met one time. And that person's life has kind of gone up and down, and they're doing some interesting things, and it turned out that there's somebody that I know that might be able to help this person with some opportunities, and so I suggested that we connect them, which we did. And it just was another kind of amazing revelation to me. Like, here's this other person that I met one time, like 20 years ago, who had no idea who I was until yesterday when I reconnected with them. And but is quite a well-known person that now I've kind of connected with, am trying to help. And it's like just the fact that, you know, I knew this guy that was friends with this other guy for all these years, so that at this moment I can potentially help him, is just kind of mind-blowing to me. And I think it's very cool. And, you know, even though for, you know, it's been almost 50 years for me that I've been alive, those guys are a little older than me, but for all this time, like, this, you know, athlete and I haven't been friends. That doesn't mean in the future we can't be. So I guess I'm feeling older, I'm getting older, and there are definitely limitations to that, but there's a flip side to it where it feels like just there are so many more possibilities than I used to see. And I guess just like the shortness of my remaining life is making me less fearful about just reaching out, connecting with people, taking risks, doing good things, doing bold things, and trying to make an impact on other people.